Hello guys, welcome back to another movie review, and today we are reviewing the Garfield movie. The Garfield movie, directed by Mark Dindal, director of The Emperor's New Groove, would you believe, and Chicken Little as well. So he's worked with Disney quite a bit. But in this sense, we've got the Garfield movie, voiced mainly, well, Garfield is voiced by Chris Pratt. We get Vic also in this film, who is voiced by Samuel L. Jackson. We also get Nicholas Hoult in the film, Hannah Waddingham, Brett Goldstein. We also get Snoop Dogg, who is making a cameo in this film as Snoop Cat. So there is that. But this is a film that, for me, doesn't have any real place in a lot of things. It potentially has the beginning of a universe in terms of the Garfield universe. It's probably going to take a lot of money in terms of the amount of people that will go and watch the film. But what it does do is it's a fun animated movie for kids, don't get me wrong. Now, is it to the elites of, things like Despicable Me? Absolutely not. I mean, even Migration came out this year, and that's what reminded me when I was actually watching this. I was like, Migration was a film that kind of missed for me, same as Kung Fu Panda 4, and it doesn't even get as high as that for me. It is a very dumb film, putting it bluntly, but I find it hard to review these films because these films are meant to be easy to understand for kids. So when you're watching these films, you look for the emotional aspect. I couldn't care less what happened to Garfield in this film. There was no emotional connection there from me, the viewer, versus Garfield, the character, and I very much was just very disorientated in terms of the fact of I just don't care about what happens to you. I really don't. And that is a shame, because I think going into this, I had a lot of high hopes for this. I thought it would be a little bit different to what it actually was, and it is a shame that it didn't make me feel in that particular way. Chris Pratt, I think, was very forgetful in the role. I think Samuel L. Jackson actually made more of an impact when he was voicing his character, because his voice is much more, profound and I guess defined, I guess. But comparing this to a Garfield film that I know, way back, I think it was in 2004, 2005 time, a real movie with Garfield as CGI, obviously, that was much better from my memories way back when. And yeah, I'm really interested to maybe give that a rewatch now that I've watched this, to see if obviously I'm aligned. So yeah, it did miss a lot of emotional moments for me, but what this film did do well, and I really got to give it props for, was the animation. I think was fantastic. It looked a really good animated movie, with some very nice colours. I mean, even the thumbnail to this video, I'm sure, is going to have loads of popping colours, the posters, everything. It's just got that vibe, and what they've done in the marketing material is very much similar to what was actually on the screen. I went on a Saturday morning. There was 2 people in the screen, and I was the youngest one in the screen. So it's one of those films that hasn't really, appealed, I guess, to many people in terms of opening weekend on a Saturday anyways. But I think this could be the start of a potential universe, of films, in terms of, I wouldn't be surprised if we get Garfield movie 2 coming very soon. So rating the film, what did I rate it? Where is it on my Letterboxd scoring for the year? I gave it a 2-star for me. Just missed quite a few things. As I say, Chris Pratt was very forgetful in the role. It had a lot of good animation in there, which I guess is telling with Mark Dindal now obviously being the director and working on massive Disney films and stuff. But it's the start of something potentially for the studio, but I think there's a few misses in there in terms of the story, the actual route it was going down, Garfield trying to find his father, all the stuff that we saw in the trailer and all that. It very much was a parallel across. Don't get me wrong, it was a film about the meaning of family. It was a film about the meaning of companionship with the dog that was there. And we also had obviously then Garfield getting given up as, how did he get into the possession of the human? I can't remember his name now. So it's one of those that it has its moments, but it just doesn't make any impact into my life at all. So it's a miss for me, unfortunately. Garfield movie 2-star. I did put it on more the higher end of the 2 stars though, so it isn't as bad as some of the other films that I've seen this year, but it's not something I'm going to write home about, so to speak. But I've seen it now. Chris Pratt's The Garfield movie, there it is. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more videos coming soon. If you like the setup, the new and redefined setup of the videos, let me know your thoughts down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.